But my point being is, if you're sort of knee deep in the Sonic world right now, Sonic Mania I think is on sale right now for Black Friday. And Sonic Mania, and I think you and I used to work at the same job back when this first came out. And I was saying it back then, this is like the best Sonic game since Sonic and Knuckles.
Was this... How did they name it? Did they name it Sonic 4 Mania or Sonic...
So there was already
there was a Sonic 4, right?
There was a Sonic 4, but they changed the formula. Different developers, it was pseudo 3D, the physics were off. It didn't feel like Sonic, it felt like a floaty hedgehog with long legs. It was bad. Yeah. Really bad. Sonic Mania is, how did they do this? They took a bunch of like the most popular levels from Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and Act 1 of every level is an exact replica of that level on whatever platform it was on, or whatever game it was in. Yeah. Act 2 is like, here's our envisioning of what the second act could have been. So it just gets crazy, but not in a bad way crazy where it's just too much. It's a good crazy, like, imagine Green Hill Zone, that you never quite saw this side of Green Hill Zone. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. But every level's like that. You've got the Labyrinth, you've got Marble Arch Zone, or Metropolis, everything. And it's back to back, and you get to fight all the typical bosses again, and the Chaos Emeralds are all there, Supersonic, Hypersonic, it's all there. Fantastic. Nice. And the soundtrack. And they did the same thing with the soundtrack. Soundtrack is the normal BGM for Act 1. Act 2 is like a remix. They've like elevated it, but it's in a way that works. It feels like it was made back. The whole game feels like it was made back in the 90s, and they just never released it, which is perfect, which is exactly what you want. I think it's like less than a $5 right now, mate. Do yourself a favor.
Really? I'll have to have a look at that.
Even if it's a tenner.